Uh, Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, in the last class, we have completed the entire software development lifecycle models. Okay, I think we have discussed almost 8 software development lifecycle models. For each model, we have discussed when to use it, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages or limitations, what are the steps, how these steps are going to perform, etc. etc. So today I'm going to start another new topic uh, called software management.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I had a question in last class, but the meeting ended.
Oh yes, yes. You just repeat your question.
Sir, spiral model is combination of both waterfall model and prototype model. Sir, how?
Okay. Okay. So first of all, we have to understand what is waterfall model and what is prototype model. So in waterfall model, what we do, we complete we complete one phase, then we go for the next phase. That means in waterfall model, we complete the entire activity of a particular phase. Okay? And in a prototype model, what we do, we instead of completing the entire activity of a particular phase, what we do, we select a portion and accordingly we complete the study or we complete the design. Okay, and based on this, we took a portion from each phases and we design a prototype. So that means in one hand, in waterfall model we complete the entire process, but here also we do uh, the feasibility, do design and some everything like that. Okay, but in prototype, instead of completing this we what we do, we select a portion and prepare a prototype. Now what we do in spiral model, in spiral model what we do, we start from a point and we cover a portion, we covered a portion from each phases. But in spiral model we are not going to design a prototype. We took a round and in this round we covered a portion from each model, then we take another round, then we take another round. That means in spiral model what we do, we first of all we complete a entire process at the end of this model, whether it is a feasibility or whether it is a designing phase or something like that. We complete the entire phase first of all. Okay? At the end of this model study, okay, we complete one phase. Parallelly, what we do, we select a portion from each model and complete it one. So that means initially if we observe that it is similar to prototype, but not exactly similar to prototype, because here in spiral model we are not going to design a prototype. We simply select a portion from each and every phases. But when the product is ready or the sample is ready, when we complete the phases one by one. So that's why you can say that we in a spiral model we follow two individual approach parallelly. One from waterfall model where we complete the phases, okay, When we complete all the phases, then we'll get the product, or simultaneously we cover a portion from each phases in each iteration. That's why we can say that that spiral model is a combination of prototype and waterfall model. Pradeep, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any more query from anyone? Otherwise, I will move to the next topic. Any confusion from anyone? Okay. The next topic is software management or project management or software product management. Anything that means till now what we have discussed, that how we can develop a product. What are the procedures we have to follow while we are developing a product, in simple terms. Now, the next challenge is, while developing the product, we have to manage the entire thing. That means how much time we have to allocate for feasibility study, how much time we can spend on designing phase, because there's only not a single organization or single development team is trying to develop this kind of product. If you spend more time, someone else will launch this product, or if you spend more time and release a product at a situation where the product itself is outdated. So that means we have to manage the entire execution or entire development in such a way that at the end we will get a reliable product, we'll get a quality product, and we can develop this product within a allotted time. Okay? This is called management. Everyone know about the management, how we are going, because in every organization there is a management team, where suppose in Assam Downtown University also there is an administration team. There is an administration team, there is a teaching team. Okay, the administration team is only associated with how to manage the entire university, how to allocate the classes, classrooms, how to arrange the buses, everything, how to manage the canteens. There are different subdivision within the administration team who are um, responsible for this thing. They are not responsible for which topic we have to discuss right now, or how within which time frame I have to complete the syllabus. And similarly, the teaching team is not responsible how to manage the bus, how to manage the canteen or something, how to manage the classrooms. Okay. Okay. So similarly, in development team also, there are some developers, there are some coders, there are some testers. Okay. So they are responsible for their specific job only. But how this development proceed, if there is any requirement arise, who is responsible for collecting the requirements. So that means the entire thing comes under the management. The software development, we can consider it as a project. That means we have a project, we have to complete the project. and this project is known as a software project. And when we complete the project, we will get a product, and this product is known as a software product. That means our journey starts from selecting the project to derive the product, and throughout our journey we have to manage everything along with the development. So right, software project management. Software project management. Or software management, we can also say it is software management or software project management. Software project management is an art. Uh, Software project management is an art and discipline of planning and supervising software projects. Planning and supervising of software projects. Full stop. It is a sub-discipline of software development. It is a sub-discipline of software development in which software projects are planned, implemented, monitored, and controlled. Okay, this is all about software project management. So basically, it is a subgroup of the software development. Okay, it is not directly involved in the development of the software. That means we are not this software project management is not involved in designing, not involved in coding, but how this designing coding will happen, how it proceeds, the entire thing is monitored, control, implement, or everything. For everything, this software project management concept is responsible. Okay? And for software project management, so basically in project management, what they do, they simply responsible for time. That means we have to complete the entire project within this specific time. For this, how much time should be allocated for the individual tasks, what will be the cost, they have to calculate, because the designing team is not responsible for finding the cost, because they are not collecting the materials. And quality. Okay, so that means for software project management there are some prerequisite informations we need, or there are some prerequisite requirement. So you can write prerequisite of software project management, or requirement of software project management. So there are three needs for software project management. So basically, in other way, we can say that the developer team is actually developing the software. This management team is not directly involved in the software. Then why we need a project management? Because when we involve more people, obviously the cost will be high. And they are not involved in designing, they are not involved in, suppose, directly involved in feasibility study, they are not directly involved in coding. Then why we need them? That is the next question. If they are not directly involved in the development, then why we need them? Because we need them because the developer are not familiar with the outside world. What kind of situation is there for this kind of software? What is within what time, if we develop it, complete the project, will get more benefit. How to check the quality? Okay, for this kind of information, we need a team which are familiar with the outside world. They can give information that you have to um, uh, design a software which should have this kind of qualities. Okay, so there's a, for this purpose we need the software management team, but software management activities. And basically the three needs are: number one, time; number two, cost; number three, quality. Next paragraph we can write that it is an essential part of the software organization. It is an essential part of the software organization to deliver a quality product to deliver a quality product to deliver a quality product, comma, keep the cost within the client's budget, keep the cost within the client budget, and deliver the product as per the schedule. Basically, these are the purposes of the software management, software project management. Now, who is responsible for this kind of activity? I think these terms, what I'm going to discuss, these terms are very familiar to us. We have software developers, software engineers. We have heard this time software developer, software engineer, associate software, the team lead, something like that. So those are directly related to the development of the software. Apart from that, we have another type of people, a group of people which are involved in this development. And for this specific purpose, the management purpose, we have a team, or we have a person. Suppose we can say that project manager. Project manager is not only the person who is responsible for managing everything. Under the project manager, there is a sub designation. There is a group of people who are responsible for the entire activity. But basically, the entire project management team, project management activities are handled by the project manager. So who is a project manager, or what kind of person we can consider them as a project manager, right? Project manager. A project manager is a character A project manager is a character who has the overall responsibility for planning, design, for planning, design, execution, monitoring, controlling, and closure of a project. Under his guidance, the entire team is going to work for the betterment of the software as well as software product as well as for the betterment of the organization. Then next is role of project manager. That means uh, how the project manager is going to work actually. Okay, so that means the project manager is responsible for the entire thing, which comes under the management portion. But how actually it going to work? That the project manager is going to work as a leader. That means what should we do now? Which decision I have to take? That everything is given from the project manager end. Project manager should be act as a medium between the development team and the management team. That means suppose the management team are concerned about some issue, then who is going to deliver or share inform this issue to the development team? That if you develop, because currently suppose this kind of softwares are very popular among the users, then we are almost doing the same. But if we develop it in this way, maybe we'll get more attraction from the user. So this kind of suggestions, this kind of requirement is going to shared by the suppose by the project manager, as well as what are the current status of the development, because the client is not going to interact with the development team directly. That the because the informations whatever necessary from the client side is not directly given to the coding team. So the interaction portion, the interaction part was conducted by the project manager or management team. That's why the project manager should act as a medium between the client and the developer team also, or the management team also, to help to get the information. The project manager should act as a mentor, which guidance the entire team that how you proceed. Because a project manager have a lot of experience in this particular field, so he or she can guide the entire team for the better execution of the activity. So that means a project manager is not responsible for only monitoring, controlling, or decision making activities. He should act as a leader who leads from front, okay? A medium through which the both side entities can communicate with each other. He or she can mentor the entire team so that the entire team can do their best. Okay? These are the role of project manager. You can write the role of project manager: number 1, leader; number 2, medium; and number 3, mentor. The next, if we give more specific, answer towards a question called responsibilities of project manager. So till now we have already discussed different activities performed by uh, project manager. But if you have to list out what are the responsibilities of a project manager, we can say that the project manager is responsible for managing risks and issues. Okay, right? Responsibilities of project manager. Responsibilities of project manager. Number one, managing risks and issues. Managing risks and issues. Number two, create the project team and assign tasks to several team members. Number three, activity planning and sequencing. Activity planning and sequencing. Monitoring and reporting progress. Modifies the project plan to deal with the situation. These are some responsibilities of project manager.
Sir, modifies?
Modifies the project plan to deal with the situation. Modifies the project plan to deal with the situation. Okay, so this is all about what is software project management. So that means in software project management, in this portion, we are going to manage the entire development. Okay, and the manager is responsible for the entire thing. Now, the next point, in the next point, what we are going to discuss that what are the activities actually involved in software project management, because we have mentioned that in this particular portion or in this category, we are going to manage the entire development. Okay, so there are some list of activities which we basically deal with the deal with in this particular management activity, under this particular management activities. Okay, so in the next class I am going to discuss what are the activities and what are the tools we are going to use or we are normally used in software tools for software management or project management. Okay, because we have to evaluate the entire thing so that we can suggest some improvement on that. So for this, obviously, we need some tools apart from the development tools also. So in the next class, I'm going to discuss on it. Okay. So tomorrow, we don't have class really. So we can give one thing. There are 8 activities. Okay, I will assign the activities one by one to you individually. So in the next class, what you have to do one by one, you have to explain the activities. No need, you can prepare the PPT also, but verbally you can explain that these are the, what is supposed, first the activity is project planning and tracking. So what you have understood by project planning and tracking. Okay, I will assign this group one by, not group wise, individually. Suppose you note down Onkomoni. For you, the point is project planning and tracking. You can prepare the slides also, but it is not mandatory. Whatever you have understood, just go through is the project planning and tracking. What you have understood, you simply give an explanation on this. Ankumani, your topic is project planning and tracking. Next, Bhargav. Jitul, you note down the point, the topic and the assigning. Later you share with me the assigned topic and the assigned student. For first one, Ankumani, for Ankumani it is project planning and tracking. For Bhargav, it is project resource management. Jitul, for Jitul, it is scope management. And next, Neha. For Neha, it is
Sir, for
estimation
Bhargav.
management. Yes, Jitul.
Sir, for Bhargav.
For Bhargav, it is project resource management. Project resource management. For you, it is scope management. For Neha, it is estimation management. Next, for Nikhil, is project risk management. Next, Neil Roton, scheduling management. Next, Prosenjit, project communication management. Project communication management. Next, Saidur, it is configuration management. Okay. Next, for Trideep, it is, one second. For Trideep, it is activity planning and sequencing. Next, for Wilson, it is managing risks and issues. Okay, so what you have to do, you can prepare slides or one or two, you can prepare a PPT of 1 or 2 slides, but it is not mandatory, but you can prepare, but prepare a write up on this topic and share in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so that whatever you have prepared, it is available for everyone. Okay, share in the WhatsApp group by mentioning the topic name. Okay. So in the next class, what you have to do, whatever topic I have assigned to you, so you have to explain it within a very short period of time. That is, I need simply a brief explanation on this. Okay. Okay, then I will end this class for today. We'll continue in the next class. I'll go to the topic and prepare accordingly. Okay.